What's up, everybody? Your boy Pat back again with another edition of Second Take, where I talk tech and I speak sports. Today's topic of the day is the best duos in the NBA of the 1990s.
This is a Heat Rocks production.
Now, before we get into it, make sure you like and subscribe and hit the bell as it helps out the channel. Now, I just want to preface this topic by saying there were about 6 or 7 duos that I did not allow to be in this video because I have a stipulation. If you haven't played 5 years or more together, I couldn't include you. So that eliminated duos such as Shaq and Penny, who only played 4 years together, Barkley and KJ, who only played 4 years together, and Mourning and Larry Johnson, who only played 3. Honorable mention to those duos who did meet the 5 or more year requirement that I am implementing, but just didn't measure up to these top 3 duos. Those duos are Patrick Ewing and John Starks, Clyde Drexler and Terry Porter, and Alonzo Mourning and Tim Hardaway. So getting right into it with my third best duo of the 1990s, the duo from the Seattle Supersonics, Shawn the Rain Man Kemp and Gary the Glove Payton. Shawn, Kemp, and Payton played together for 7 seasons from the 90-91 season up until the 96-97 season. Shawn Kemp averaged 16.2 points per game, 9.6 rebounds per game, 1.2 steals per game, a block and a half per game on 52% shooting from the field. Kemp was a 6-time All-Star and a 3-time member of an All-NBA team. When it comes to Gary Payton, he averaged 18.2 points per game, 7.4 assists per game, 4.2 rebounds per game, 2.1 steals per game, while shooting 47% from the field. Gary Payton is an NBA champion despite not winning with the Seattle Sonics. He is a 9-time All-Star, a 9-time member of an All-NBA team, a Defensive Player of the Year, and a 9-time Defensive Player team selection. He is also 4th all-time in steals in the NBA and 10th all-time in assists in the NBA. This duo was known for their high-flying acts. They were the early rendition of CP3 and Blake Griffin. They appeared in one NBA Finals where they unfortunately were taken out by Michael Jordan's Chicago Bulls. Moving on to the second greatest duo in the 1990s in the NBA, Karl Malone and John Stockton of the Utah Jazz. Karl Malone for his career averaged 25.4 points per game, 10.1 rebounds per game, 3.6 assists per game, 1.4 steals per game on 52% shooting. He is a 2-time league MVP, a 14-time All-Star, a member of an All-NBA team 14 times, a member of an All-Defensive team 4 times. He is 2nd all-time in NBA points for a career, 7th all-time in rebounds, and 11th all-time in steals. A caveat: Karl Malone is the greatest power forward the NBA has ever seen. I will be making a video on that very shortly. On the opposite side is John Stockton. He and Malone, 18 years together in the NBA, spanning from 85-86 to 02-03. Stockton averaged 13.1 points per game, 10.5 assists per game, 2.2 steals per game on 52% shooting from the field and 38% from 3. He is number 1 all-time in the NBA in assists by almost 3,800 assists for second place. He is number 1 all-time in career steals by almost 600 steals over second place. He is a 10-time All-Star, an 11-time member of an All-NBA team, a 5-time member of an All-Defensive team, and he led the league in assists 9 times. The Utah Jazz went to the finals with this crew 2 times back-to-back, facing Michael Jordan's Bulls and actually succumbing to Chicago and Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen 2 times in a row. And coming in at number 1 for my greatest duos in the NBA in the 1990s is none other than, surprise, surprise, Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen. These guys played 10 seasons together, spanning from 84-85 to 97-98. Remember, Jordan took off the 93-94 season. That is why it's an 11-year span, but only 10 seasons played together. Michael Jordan averaged 31.5 points per game in his career, 6.3 rebounds, 5.3 assists, 2.3 steals, while shooting 50% from the field. He is a 6-time NBA champ, a 5-time league MVP, led the league in scoring 10 times, was the Rookie of the Year in his first season, won a Defensive Player of the Year, is a 14-time All-Star, an 11-time All-NBA, and a 9-time member of an All-Defensive team. He is the 5th leading scorer all-time in NBA history and the 3rd leading stealer all-time in NBA history. On the opposite side, we have Scottie Pippen, who averaged 17.7 points per game, 6.7 rebounds per game, 5.3 assists, 2.1 steals, while shooting 48% from the field. Pippen is a 6-time NBA champ, a 7-time All-Star, was a member of the All-NBA teams 7 times, and was a part of 10 different defensive teams. He is 6th all-time in steals. This Chicago Bulls team dominated the 90s, which really didn't give a chance for anyone else to get NBA titles. Let me know in the comments if you agree with the list. Shout out to everybody rocking me on Instagram, YouTube, the Anchor app. You can also find me on Spotify as well as Google and Apple Podcasts. It's your boy Pat. Peace. Catch you in the next one.